So we're gonna start with finding our breaths, and we start with inhaling. Connect your hands, bend forward, hands to the ground, roll up, shoulders roll back. Go up, connect your hands down to the floor, and roll up. Breathe in, out, and roll up your shoulders. 2 more times. Go up, down, and roll up slowly. Whoops. Last time. Up, and breathe out. Roll up slowly. And start. Open up your chest. And just open up this part. You can also roll a little. And do other side. Perfect. We're gonna start with cat and cow pose. So what I want you to do is to be on all 4. And we're gonna start with going up. Inhale. Exhale. Come down to seated. So what we're gonna do now is child pose. So just open up your legs, bend forward, keep your arms straight, and push your hips down. And come up. And from child pose, we're gonna go to puppy pose. And what I want you to do here is to stretch your shoulders. So go back a little and push your full forehead to the mat. And then slowly try to push down your upper part of the body, chest and so on. If you're only here, it's okay. If you can go further, try to connect chest to ground. and go up. Lay down and go up to cobra pose. Like here. So try not to relax here. Try to use your arms and push your body forward. So you feel that stretch in your back. So don't sink in it. Push up and activate. I don't know if you can hear the birds, but for me they sound pretty awesome right now. And go down, relax. And now the part we're gonna stretch is the front side of the leg. So we come up to cobra again. Take back. Try to keep your legs like hip distance. I think you say like that. You have space between your legs. Hip distance. Take up your leg. Grab your foot and start pushing it down. If this is as far you can go, that's totally fine. But try to challenge yourself and push. And this is gonna stretch the front side of your leg. This is super good for your back bends because it's gonna feel in this part of your leg when you do it. If the stretch is too intense, come up a little, take a break, and push down. And release. We do the other side. From cobra pose, bring up your leg, grab it, and start pushing down. It's okay to stop here if this is your limit, but try to push yourself as long as it's not hurting your knees or any part of the body. It's supposed to feel like stretching, but it's not gonna be pain. So listen to your body. Try to relax in the same time. Find your breath, don't forget about it. Inhale and exhale. If it becomes too intense, release a little, shake, and come back down. And release your legs and relax. And come back and sit on the mat. What we want to do now is that we want to do another front stretch. So we walk here, put your leg in a lunge position. Take up this leg, the right one, and push it to your bum. You don't want to arch your back. What you want to do is try to keep it straight and just feel the stretch. The balance can be a little bit tricky sometimes in this position, so just try to focus on a spot and watch that place. And release. We do the other side. From lunge position, go up on your knee, grab it and push it to your bum. Try not to arch, try to keep it straight, and just embrace the stretch. Again, balance can be a little bit tricky, especially if you have hair in the face like me. But if you can see, try to focus your eyes on a spot and just breathe. And release. Come back and just fold and rest your back. Come up. So what we're gonna do now is gonna be the first back bend. So we go up, hip space apart, place one of your hands right over your ass and the other one the same space, and start bending backward. What you want to think about is that you want to push your hip forward, but you also want to feel an arch in your back. So be active, push forward, and bend your back and let the neck just fall with it. And just breathe. And come back to seated. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but instead of having your hands on, let me do this. Instead of having your hands on your back, we're gonna make it a little bit harder and grab your heels. So we want to have the thumb on the outside of your foot on both sides, and I'm gonna show you. If you feel like the stretch in this position, if this is something you can't do because you don't have the flexibility in your back yet, feel free to do the same and just hold your hands on top of your ass. So we're gonna start with taking one hand back, the other one back, and bend. So think about activating your back. Don't fall into the pose. Be active in the pose and push your hip forward. Come up gently and sit down and relax. This should be feeling in the lower back, so just try to sit on your knees and relax. Let's take 5 breaths together here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Exhale. Because I choose to do this class more for beginner, this is as far as I go. But why I want to do this, or why I want you to manage this pose, is because I want you to be able to go back and lean forward in this position. Ooh, but that's for another class. So from here, we go down. I want hip space apart. Put your fingers on the mat, and we do cobra pose. And go down. Inhale. And exhale. So we're just gonna do a few lifts. And go down. Two more. Last one. So go back to normal cobra position. We're gonna do a little spine twist. So let your knee go up to the side. Take your left arm under your right and start twisting. If you're only here, this is fine, but you want to come down as close to the ground as possible without lifting your shoulders from the ground, and just relax into it. And we go back to cobra pose. Take down your leg. Take up the other. Right hand under the left. Place it on your knee and twist. Think about that you want to have both shoulders on the ground. So try to push your knee down to the floor, your left knee. If you can't touch the floor, it's completely fine. If you're here, it's fine, but you want to feel that twist in your lower back. And go back to cobra. Take down your leg. And from here we can do a little downward dog. And just stand here and feel relaxed. If this is a pain, just breathe into it. So now we're gonna prepare ourselves for the last back bend. So I want you to lay on the floor, but with your back on the mat. Lift your hip up, but first have some space between your legs, feet pointing forward straight. Lift your hip, interlace your hands and fingers underneath, and push up your hip. And slowly come down, separate your hands, and lay straight down. So the next back bend we're gonna do is like a wheel. I guess you've heard of it before. If not, it's fine. We're gonna do this 3 times. And I'm gonna try to do this with my mic without screwing it up. So let's start with sitting up. I'm gonna put up my hair because I don't want to pull it out. So if you have your hair out like me and you have something you can put it up in, just do that real quick. Go back on your mat. Place your hands on the ground next to your head, but right over your shoulders. Have hip space apart between your feet and have them pointing straight. So from this position, you want to push up your hip, body to a wheel. If it's possible, straighten your legs. And feel the stretch. Three, 2, 1, come down and rest in Savasana. So we're gonna do this 2 more times. Each time as we do it, try to increase the bend, try to push forward, but don't push that much so you feel like it's painful and that you're gonna hurt yourself. So 1 more time, second time, feet up, hands to your shoulders, 3, 2, 1, and push. Straighten out your legs if you can. Walk them closer if you can. And stretch. 3, 2, 1. Go down. And down to Savasana. Relax. Prepare yourself for the last time. I know it's heavy. Let's just do it one last time. And try to push yourself as much as you can. Hands to head, shoulders. 3, 2, 1, push up. Straighten out your legs. Walk them closer if you can. Three, 2, 1, come down. Grab your feet here and just go slowly a little bit to side to side. Feel your back being able to rest and that you don't have that pressure on it. Sometimes, especially me before, you spend so much time sitting on the office and just bending yourself forward a lot when you're watching your phone, or just if you're working on a desk, or in general. We bend back so how do you say, not a lot. we bend back too rarely, I would say. And our spines are not only made for bending forward, of course it's meant for bending backward. So that's what we need to do to have the optimal function. Okay guys, I want to thank you for sharing your time and spending it with me on the mat. This was obviously for beginners, and if you even thought that it was hard for you as a beginner, don't worry, it will become easier. And if you feel like this is too easy for you, don't worry, new material is coming where it's going to be harder and more challenging for you, who has a little bit higher level. So again, thank you. I don't have the weather with me, but it's not cold. I'm enjoying it anyways. I wish you a good day, and I hope you have plenty of good energy around you. And thank you. Bye dancers for dancers.